Brainy Buzzy presents 5 signs your boyfriend is hiding you. Sometimes, relationships aren't as transparent as they should be. Your boyfriend might act a little strangely, causing you to wonder whether he's keeping your relationship under wraps. But don't jump to conclusions just yet. To give you a better idea of what's going on, we've compiled a list of 5 signs that your boyfriend might be hiding you. It's not always easy to spot these signs, but once you do, you'll be better equipped to handle the situation. Number 1. You've never met his friends. You've been dating for a while but still haven't been introduced to his buddies. Well, this could be a red flag. Let's be real, friends are a big part of anyone's life. If he's intentionally keeping you away from them, it might be a sign that he's trying to keep you hidden. This is especially true if he seems to have an active social life but never includes you. If he's always heading out for boys' night, or keeps talking about inside jokes and shared experiences with his friends that you're not a part of, it's time to question why. Being in a relationship involves sharing parts of your life with your partner. If he's juggling his life in a way that excludes you from his social circle, you may be dealing with a guy who's hiding you. Number 2. His future plans don't include you. Discussing future plans can be an exciting part of any relationship. It's thrilling to imagine future vacations, shared dreams, or just picture your lives a few years down the line. But if your man's future plans seem to be a solo venture, it's worth pondering why. Is he discussing long-term plans or career moves that don't seem to include you? Perhaps he's planning to backpack across Europe next summer but hasn't invited you. Or he's talking about a job change that might involve moving cities, but he's not discussing what that might mean for your relationship. If he's not considering you in his future plans, it could indicate that he's keeping you in the shadows. Number 3. He always wants to stay in. There's nothing wrong with enjoying some quality Netflix and chill time. But if your entire relationship seems to be confined to the 4 walls of his or your home, it's time to raise an eyebrow. Are you always ordering in instead of going out for meals? Do all your dates involve the phrase, "Let's just stay in tonight"? If so, it might mean he's trying to avoid being seen in public with you. Staying in all the time limits the number of people who know about your relationship. He could be hiding you if he's comfortable keeping your relationship indoors and gets awkward or makes excuses when you suggest going out. Number 4. His phone usage is shady. These days, our phones can reveal a lot about our lives and relationships. Pay attention to how he behaves with his phone around you. Does he take calls in another room? Does he angle his screen away from you when he's texting? Is his phone perpetually on silent mode when he's with you? While it's healthy to maintain privacy even in a relationship, secretive phone behavior can often be a telltale sign that something's off. Number 5. He's vague about his personal life. A strong relationship has the existence of transparency, among many others. If your boyfriend is vague about his personal life, always avoiding questions or giving half-baked answers, it could mean that he's not letting you fully into his life. Does he brush off questions about his past relationships or his daily life? Does he keep conversations superficial and avoid discussing deeper topics or feelings? If he's always wearing a mask and not letting you see his authentic self, he may be keeping you in the dark. What to do when your boyfriend is hiding you? After observing these signs, and you're sure of being kept behind closed doors in your relationship, here are some constructive ways to address this issue. Acknowledge your feelings. Before you take any concrete steps, it's crucial to acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel upset, hurt, or confused. You're not overreacting, and your feelings are valid. A relationship should provide a sense of security, not leave you second-guessing where you stand. Take some time to process your feelings. Maybe write them down in a journal or discuss them with a trusted friend. The first step towards resolution is recognizing that there's a problem and it's causing you distress. Evaluate the situation. Once you've acknowledged your feelings, it's time to evaluate the situation objectively. Review the signs that are making you feel hidden. Are these consistent or were they just one-off incidents? Could there be any other explanation? For instance, if he's been maintaining an unusually low profile on social media, could it be because he values his privacy, or is it because he's avoiding publicizing your relationship? Look at the entire picture instead of focusing on 1 or 2 incidents. If multiple signs are pointing toward the fact that he's hiding you, then you need to address the issue. Have an open conversation. The most essential step to take when you feel like you're being hidden is to have an open conversation with your boyfriend. Communication is the key in any relationship, and this situation is no exception. Choose a calm and private environment to discuss your feelings. Make sure to use I statements to express your feelings to avoid sounding accusatory. For instance, instead of saying, "You never post about us on social media," try saying, "I feel invisible when our relationship is not acknowledged on social media." By phrasing your concerns this way, you're expressing your feelings without blaming him. Listen to his perspective. After expressing your concerns, give him a chance to explain his actions. It's important to listen to his side of the story without interrupting. There could be reasons for his behavior that you might not have considered. He might be uncomfortable with publicizing his personal life, or maybe he's had a bad experience in the past. However, if his explanations are vague or defensive, it might be a sign that he's not taking your feelings seriously. Discuss your expectations. If your conversation leads to a positive acknowledgement of the issue, it's time to discuss your expectations moving forward. Talk about how you envisage your relationship to be and what changes you'd like to see. Do you want to be included in his social outings? Would you appreciate it if he acknowledged your relationship on social media? While discussing your expectations, remember to consider his comfort level as well. The idea is to reach a middle ground where both of you feel acknowledged and comfortable. Seek professional help. If the open conversation doesn't resolve the issue or if it's causing too much emotional distress, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A relationship counselor or a psychologist can provide guidance and strategies to address the problem. Remember, it's perfectly okay to seek help when things get tough. Be prepared to walk away. Finally, if despite your efforts, your boyfriend continues to hide you, it might be time to consider whether this relationship is worth your peace of mind. Know that you deserve someone who's proud to be with you and doesn't feel the need to hide you. If this relationship is causing more hurt than happiness, it's okay to walk away. Remember, finding a resolution may take time, patience, and courage. But in the end, your happiness and mental peace are paramount. Always prioritize your well-being because you're important and you're worth it. Key takeaway. The key takeaway here is that in a healthy relationship, both partners should feel acknowledged, respected, and valued. If you find signs that your boyfriend may be hiding you, it's important to trust your feelings and communicate openly about your concerns. You should feel proud of your relationship and comfortable being a part of each other's lives, both in private and in public. However, if despite your efforts, the situation doesn't change or causes distress, it's perfectly okay to seek professional help or reconsider the relationship. In the end, your happiness, self-respect, and peace of mind should be your top priority. Everyone deserves to be in a relationship where they feel loved and valued, not hidden or ignored.